Okay, welcome into another free will conversation. And as the title implies, we are talking about turkey bacon. Now, I've talked about turkey bacon before, so people are really going to think that I have some kind of vendetta against it, and I don't. But it is a very convenient way to illustrate a point. Now, that point is that instead of making meaningful changes in our nutrition to get to our goals, we get tempted by shortcuts, and shortcuts almost never work, especially with nutrition. So let me tell you what I mean here. The healthier version of a food is usually not going to be the key to getting us where we want to go. And when we look specifically at bacon versus turkey bacon, the difference is negligible. So I'm betting that if you are a person that has made the switch, now you only eat turkey bacon, that you have gotten absolutely zero results from making that change. And that shouldn't be surprising. So one slice of bacon, the difference between that and turkey bacon is about 2 grams of fat, 2 grams of protein, and 20 to 30 calories. That's for one slice. So if most of us are going to eat somewhere between 2 and 5 slices of bacon, the difference between those two choices ends up being 100 calories. Now, if we don't look and feel the way that we want to, it's very likely that the problem is not that we're overeating by 100 calories every day. It's more likely that we're overeating by 500, 600, 700 calories every day. So again, this is why bacon is probably not the solution, and it's not giving you many results, because in order to eat enough bacon to have a really measurable difference between the nutrition content of the two items, you would have to be eating a lot of bacon. And then that's a whole separate problem, right? So most of us are not overeating bacon. We're just expecting it to do more than it should when we make that switch to a healthier version. But this is true for almost any food that has a healthier version of it. Diet, whatever, low fat this, skinny, doesn't matter. Yes, by the definition of healthier, it is healthier. There are measurable differences, but the question is always, are those differences significant? And in the case of bacon and many of these foods, it's not. What we tend to skip over when we go to make these choices is that most of us could stand to add a whole bunch of healthy things to our diet. Getting enough produce, eating enough protein. And we're putting the cart before the horse if we are worrying about a healthier bacon before we've nailed down those two principles. Now, once we get to the point where you're hitting a protein goal pretty consistently, if we find that you're still overeating calories, that's when you backtrack and say, okay, some of these protein sources need to have fewer calories for me so I can continue making progress. But starting there is only going to lead to frustration, because it just won't move the needle enough to make it worthwhile. And let's be honest, turkey bacon's not as good. Eat a real piece of bacon and eat a banana and eat some eggs that have some more protein in them. That's more the changes that we want to see if you are looking to be a little healthier. And for those of you that have joined the last several years, you have done a nutrition consult with myself or Anita. And I'm willing to bet that there's not a single person who has come in that we have said to you, oh, you need to eat less. I bet we have tried to add things to your diet. We're not trying to cut things out. And when we want to take these shortcuts and go with the healthy version, we skip that major component. And that's why a lot of us can feel like we're just spinning our wheels. So instead of looking at replacing a food with a healthier version, we should be eating more of the healthy foods that are healthy all on their own and don't need a special version of it just so it can be in our diet consistently. So before you worry about these micro details, eat enough protein, eat more produce.